Alright, so moving on to the 4-card combos. We have Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, Lamia, and Ragnarok. So to begin, we'll go with Swirl Slime and Necro Slime, and Fusion Summon to go into Genghis. Just put the link zone right here. Yep, that's good. And then we'll also then go for a Lamia, normal summon her, and we're going to Synchro Summon right off the bat. Yes, we'll Synchro Summon these two, and we'll go for Alexander. Alright, so keep in mind, Ragnarok is still in our hand. We're not activating it in the scale or anything, because at this point, we're going to banish Swirl Slime and special summon out our Ragnarok in defense or something like that. And Ragnarok will use its skill or effect to special summon out Genghis from the graveyard. So now that we have Genghis out, Alexander will use its effect and special summon out Lamia. And then now that Lamia is out, Genghis will use its effect to special summon out Necro Slime. So now we have this full field here, and that's banished, of course. And at this point, we can take Necro Slime, Alexander, and Genghis, these three, and we'll just go into a Deco Talker. So we have Deco Talker right here, and now we actually have this spot and this spot over here. My mistake, put this over here. Don't close up the links. That was my mistake. Keep one of the slots open just in case you go for Deco Talker. Actually, you know what? We can put Deco Talker on the other side anyway. So either way, it works. So at this point, we can just banish off Necro Slime and banish off either Genghis or Alexander. It's completely up to you. And we'll just bring out D-Arc again in this open slot. And we'll Synchro Summon Lamia and D-Arc together. And this will allow us to go for our Siegfried. So there we go, Siegfried. And this will pretty much be our field. So we have a Deco Talker, a Ragnarok, and a Siegfried. Deco Talker is 3300 because it's linked to 2. Siegfried will negate a spell or trap. Deco Talker can easily just send this to the graveyard if our opponent wants to target one of our monsters. And that's just a 3000 defense. It's all really high attack, so it's difficult for your opponent to handle. And if you're going second and your opponent has nothing on the board, that's going to be a lot of damage to them, because you can just switch this to attack mode instead and then just attack for 22, 33, and 28, which I think that should be game. Alright, so next combo, it's the same hand, the same cards we need, however it's slightly different, and we'll have a slightly different result. So of course this time we're actually going to be setting Ragnarok in the scale. So we'll set the scale right here on the side, and then we'll use Swirl Slime and Necro Slime, and let's go for Genghis. There we go. Genghis will actually special summon out Necro Slime, so we'll take the 1000, we'll special summon out Necro Slime, and then from here, Genghis will use its effect to special summon out Swirl Slime. So we have Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, and Genghis. Together, we're going to link summon these three. This will allow us to go for a Deco Talker. So we just opened up a slot. Alright, so next we're going to take Necro Slime and Swirl Slime in the graveyard and banish these two. This will allow us to go for our Genghis in the open slot right here. And then at this point we can normal summon out Lamia, and we're going to Synchro Summon. And we'll go for a Meteor Burst Dragon. And from here, Meteor Burst Dragon will obviously special summon out Ragnarok from our scale. Attack or defense, depending on if you're going first or second. So it's up to you. And then bring out Ragnarok. And then Ragnarok will obviously special summon out Genghis. So that's really nice there. But we're not done yet. We're going to send Genghis to the graveyard again and special summon out Lamia. And then from here on, we can take Lamia and Meteor Burst and Synchro Summon these two. Lamia gets banished, but we get out a Crystal Wing. So this is slightly different to the first one, because the first one brought out Siegfried. This one changes up the plays a bit by actually putting Ragnarok in the scale, and you achieve a different result. So this goes to show that even with the same amount of cards or the same type of cards that you're going to have in the hand, there's different ways to play around with those cards and actually bring out different results depending on what you want. So really good to keep that in mind, and you'll be able to do anything with ddds. Alright, so same concept here. We are playing a 4-card combo with the exact same cards as before, but this time we need a gate on the field. So if we only have 3, let's just say we had 3 of these and we needed to search for the last piece here, we'll just activate gate, which we will have in our hand, and search for the final piece. And this combo will be using gate as well because it's a bit of an extension of the previous combos and stuff like that. So we can start off with going Swirl and Necro Slime and go into a D-Arc. So we have D-Arc right here. Yeah, that should be okay. And next we'll normal summon Lamia, and Lamia and D-Arc will synchro summon. Right off the bat, we're going to go for Siegfried. Right there. Yep. We're going to banish off Swirl Slime and special summon out our Ragnarok. And at this point, Ragnarok will bring back our D-Arc. And at this point, we have Siegfried, D-Arc, and Ragnarok. And yes, although this might seem like a big minus, we are actually going to be going into Decode Talker. So this will go to the extra deck, and these two will go to the graveyard. So yes, we are going for Decode Talker here. It might seem like a big minus, but trust me, it will all be good here. So at this point, we can use Necro Slime as well as D-Arc. And we're going to go for a Genghis, obviously in the open slots or anything like that. Now we can actually use Lamia and send Gate to the graveyard and special summon it out onto the field. Make sure this time you bring out Lamia to point to Decode Talker. And then from here, Genghis will trigger its effect and special summon out Siegfried. The reason why I express this is because you're going to have Decode Talker pointing to 2 cards right here, Lamia and Genghis, and you have a Siegfried to negate. So it's a really nice thing. And yes, you do have to go for Siegfried. You can't go into Omega or Beals because Genghis won't be able to revive them. You can only revive Siegfried. So it's a really solid board there, and I think it's definitely good enough to do some kind of damage. Otherwise, in the first turn, it's still pretty good. Alright, so next combo, another 4-card combo here. This is in a situation where we might have a little bit of a worse hand. It's not particularly the most optimal hand, but we can still definitely make pretty good plays here. So whether you're going first or second, we actually have 2 different options we can go for. So let's normal summon out Kepler, and Kepler will search out Gate. We'll activate Gate, and we'll add Necro Slime to our hand. So from this point on, let's just put this right here. Alright, so next we'll put Necro and Swirl, sending him to the graveyard, of course. And we're going to bring out Genghis. Okay, so from at this point, Genghis and Kepler, we're going to link summon. Kepler will go to the extra deck. And we're actually going to be going for a Proxy Dragon. Alright, so we can banish off Swirl Slime and special summon out Ragnarok. We won't use Ragnarok's effect or anything. We're just going to link summon Ragnarok, going to the extra deck, and Proxy Dragon to the graveyard. And this will allow us to bring out our Decode Talker. Okay, so that might seem a little weird, but it will be good. Alright, so with the last Thomas in the hand, we'll activate in the scale. So, yep. And then we can use Thomas's skill or effect to bring back Kepler, and this will allow us to activate Kepler in the other scale. And yes, we are going to be pendulum summoning, so we're going to pendulum summon Ragnarok back from the extra deck again, and yeah, so pendulum summon Ragnarok, attack or defense, up to you. Now we have Necro Slime and Genghis. This is why we're not using Ragnarok's effect, is because we only have Genghis and Necro left in the graveyard, so we're going to fusion summon these 2. And this will allow us to finally go into Beowulf. So here's the first use of Beowulf here, to one of the spots pointing, of course. And at this point, we can go for a XC summon. So of course you can just leave it like this. This is already good enough. Like 2200, 3300, and 3000. That's enough for game. But the thing is, let's say you are going first, you can overlay and go into either Sea Castrum to destroy your opponent's extra deck, or you can perhaps go for number 38 Titanic Galaxy, or you can even go into a Kali Yuga. It's up to you what you want to go for. But overall, it's just depending on whether you want to go first or second and what kind of situation you're in. At this point, I would like to state that yes, although these combos do seem kind of underwhelming, you still can't deny the fact that the link format definitely has slowed down ddds quite a bit. So the thing is, this is definitely the best that we can actually do with these cards that we've been given. Hopefully things change a bit in the future. We might get some better support in the future, or maybe in the or maybe we might even get the High King Genghis. But for now, this is pretty much what we have to play with, and to be honest, I still don't think it's too bad. It's still gonna exhaust a few of our opponent's resources to deal with our boards that we're pulling out here. Alright, so the next 4-card combo, Ragnarok, Swirl, and Necro, but this time we're finally going to be incorporating Ghost. A lot of people don't play Ghost in their decks. I actually think it's a really good card, so I'll show you how good it actually is here, and let's just go with it. So to begin, let's go with Swirl and Necro again, and we're going to fusion summon and go for a Genghis. So with Genghis, we can normal summon Ghost, and we actually, right off the bat, we can fusion, synchro summon into Siegfried. So it's just a great way to go into level 8 with Genghis. So Ghost can actually use its effect, and we can actually send another copy of Swirl Slime to the graveyard. That's simply Ghost's effect. I did mention it in the deck profile, so you guys should know, I think. And then at this point, we can banish off our Swirl Slime and special summon out Ragnarok from our hand. So Ragnarok will allow us to special summon back our Genghis, of course. At this point, we can take Ragnarok and Siegfried, and we're going to link summon. So Siegfried goes to the graveyard, but Ragnarok goes to the extra deck, and we will be going for Akashic Magician, so it will have a spot pointing downwards here. So yeah, we're not going for Proxy Dragon, going for Akashic Magician. So next we'll take Necro Slime, and we'll take a Ghost and banish these two to fusion summon. Keep in mind, Ghost will actually return back the Swirl Slime, so now Swirl Slime can come back. You can actually return back Necro Slime to prepare for next turn as well. This is why Ghost is actually pretty good. It has 2 effects as on top of the fact that it's actually a level 2 synchro. So we'll just go for another Genghis right underneath Akashic Magician, of course. And at this point, we can use the other Genghis's effect to special summon out Siegfried. So that's cool, Siegfried's back, and at this point we can overlay the 2 Genghises together, and we can go into a High King Caesar. We can go for Caesar, or we can even go into the rank 6 Utopia, which makes your opponent's monsters 0 attack, and attack for game. Or something like that. But basically, the reason why we're going for High King Caesar is because when a spell trap card or monster effect is activated that would special summon a monster, you can just detach a material and negate it. And that's really, really good. And the thing is, this is not even once per turn, so it has 2 materials, it can negate 2 summons. So that's really powerful. And on top of that, you have a card that can negate spells and traps as well. So that's really insane. Alright, so moving on to the next combo, we are going to be incorporating Armageddon as well as Orthros. Every single card in the deck profile, I try my best to pretty much make use of every single card. That way, no card in the deck is a dead draw or anything. It makes it so that every single card has some kind of synergy with each other, some kind of compatibility. So let's just begin and go with Swirl Slime and Armageddon right away. We're going to fusion summon and go for Genghis. At this point, we'll normal summon Orthros, and Orthros plus Genghis will allow us to go for the big Alexander. Now Orthros will go to the extra deck, face up, And here is the big Alexander. This is the level 10 one. And at this point, we can banish Swirl Slime, special summon out Ragnarok. Ragnarok will special summon out Armageddon. But of course, Alexander also triggers off to special summon out Genghis. What's the result of this? It's pretty much an OTK because you have 3 DDD monsters on the field. So Alexander's on 6,000 attack. So attack for 6,000, attack for 3,000, 2,000, and 22,000. So this could actually be utilized in a tag duel if you really want to. It could deal a lot of damage as well. And the awesome thing is that Doom King Armageddon can't be destroyed by cards that don't target it. So Raigeki and Dark Hole and Torrential Tribute won't kill off Armageddon. So even if they manage to kill off everything else, you still have 3k defense right there for you. But just a really quick OTK on your opponent.